Good morning and welcome to Backyard and Beyond. Well, you may not be cooking with Kisses today, at least the candy kind, but I'm guessing sometime during the year you probably have used them. One of the favorite recipes, of course, is the cookie with the Hershey Kiss in the middle of it. A very popular, I think, not only because of the flavor, but because of the appearance, makes it look kind of special. Where did they come from? Well, I made some little cookies yesterday that had an M&M, a Candy Kiss, and a pretzel together. And so I got to thinking, my mind is always going, what are we going to talk about today? Well, I thought, I wonder where those Candy Kisses started. And of course, they are a type of, a type of chocolate manufactured by the Hershey Company. Bite-sized pieces of candy with a very distinctive shape and wrapped in squares of lightweight aluminum foil with this narrow little strip of paper protruding from the top. All that makes that Candy Kiss special and identifiable from other kinds of candy. The Kisses are one of the most popular candies in the U.S. In 1989, the chocolate drops were the fifth most popular chocolate, and sales topped $400 million. We eat lots of Candy Kisses. That was in 1989. I'm sure that's gone up. More than 80 million Hershey's Kisses are produced each day at the company's two factories. And it's still, though, made from Hershey's original milk chocolate formula, if you get the regular chocolate ones. Well, Hershey's Kisses were introduced in 1917. And while it's not known exactly how Kisses got their name, the popular theory is that the candy was named for the sound or motion of the chocolate being deposited during the manufacturing process. It'd be sort of interesting to see if you agree with that. Another Pennsylvania chocolatier has been making a similar product known as Wilbur Buds since 1893. The shape and the size of those candies likely inspired Hershey's Kisses. Well, originally, those Hershey Kisses were each one wrapped by hand, and the automated wrapping began in 1921. The same automatic wrapping process allowed for the insertion of that little plume. That's what that little piece of paper that comes out. It's also called, this would be a good trivia question, it's also called Niggly Wiggly. And it's put in there to guarantee that consumers are getting the genuine Hershey product. Well, now you can even get special messages printed on that little Niggly Wiggly if you order them from the company and want to do something special for a Hershey Kisses lover. Hershey Kisses have been produced continuously since 1907, except there was a period, 1942 to 1949, and many of you will remember why. That was during the time of rationing of the raw materials and made the aluminum foil for the wrappers a scarce commodity. Well, my goodness, how have Kisses changed? Although they remain the same in shape and the milk chocolate flavor, there have been many different kinds of Kisses introduced. So, how many can you name? And by the way, right now, during the season, there are even more than usual. Of course, the original milk chocolate, then milk chocolate with almond, those filled with caramel. And then there are those called Hugs, which is milk chocolate and white chocolate. If you're a dark chocolate fan, which, by the way, is more nutritious for you, there's a special dark one. There are Pink Kisses. Those are milk chocolate with pink wrappers in support of breast cancer awareness. Cherry Cordial. Now, I know those are out right now and usually aren't around all year, at least in our area. Those filled with peanut butter, truffle, milk chocolate with macadamia nuts. But you're going to have to travel to Hawaii or know someone there to send them to you to get those, because we don't have those on the market here. Crunchy Cookie. That's one that I haven't seen, but it's probably been around and I haven't noticed it. It's milk chocolate with Oreo-like cookie bits. And then there's Candy Cane, and that's peppermint flavored with white chocolate. Well, the Hershey Company, of course, is an international company, and so there are some special flavors of Kisses that are found in other places. Hawaii is part of the United States, so we had to include that in our list. But internationally, there's a hazelnut one that's found mostly in Asian markets. Green tea in the Asian markets. And creamy milk chocolate found in Europe. And creamy milk chocolate with almonds found in Europe. And then we mentioned that throughout the year, there may be some limited time only. There is a long list. And again, I haven't seen many of these on our market, but I'm sure somewhere they are around. Things like buttercream, raspberry hugs, pumpkin spice, corn candy, caramel apple, champagne truffle, special dark strawberry. Am I making you hungry? Well, it's almost time for turkey time, so you can ease your hunger that way. Orange cream, vanilla cream, lemon cream, coconut cream. A trio, which is dark milk and white chocolates in one kiss. Interesting how times do change and how we as consumers make that happen. As we mentioned originally, the Hershey Kisses were hand wrapped, and they were wrapped in silver colored foil and were only available in this color for a long, long time. In 1962 marked the first year that Kisses were available in different colored foil wrappers, red, green, and silver for Christmas. In 1968, pastel blue, pink, and green were introduced for Easter. And in 1986, Valentine's Day themed wrappers of red and silver were introduced. X's and O's have also appeared on pink and red wrappers, as well as little red hearts on the silver wrappers for Valentine's Day. Fall harvest colors were introduced in 1991, and Independence Day has silver with red stripes and blue starred wrappers. There are dark chocolate kisses wrapped in deep purple wrapper. The Halloween themed candy kisses come wrapped in the colors that imitate the candy corn with yellow, white, and orange stripes. And the Christmas themed candy cane kisses also come in a wrapper whose colors imitate the color pattern. So you can put them out, and well, they'll get eaten up, but in the meantime they can give you a lot of color on your table. Now, remember we talked about the Niggly Wiggly, the little plume. You can get special messages on those by ordering them, but sometimes you'll find them on the market also for Valentine's, for instance. A Kiss for You or Happy Valentine's may be there on that little plume. As we mentioned, there are a number of recipes for using the candy kisses, but the most popular one has to be the cookie, which is basically a peanut butter cookie, and the recipe that's on the web actually starts with biscuit baking mix. I find that very interesting. I'm sure there's a whole variety of these same kind of cookies out there, but this one starts with the biscuit baking mix and uses a can of sweetened condensed milk plus peanut butter, vanilla, sugar, and the candy kisses. If you want that specific recipe, you could go to the website to Hershey's and you can find it there, or if you really want it and don't want to bother with the web, you can give me a call at KGN. I'll get it to you. Well, the Hershey Candy Company, of course, has a huge, long history. We're not going to go into that. I wanted to mention a couple other candy-related things. And one is a candy cane. I don't know if that's something you use in cooking, but here's a suggestion for just adding to your table if you want something kind of pretty. Take a candy cane stick, dip half of it either in milk chocolate or white chocolate, and roll it in some of the decorating kinds of things, and you can have a pretty little addition to your table. Well, tomorrow we're going to do, we did Kisses today, we're going to do M&Ms tomorrow, and in the meantime, here's something not too serious. Don't interfere with something that ain't bothering you none.